Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda Morrison, and as you can see, I am laying out some lasagna noodles that I just boiled up. I'm going to make for y'all today a light and easy lasagna for Shape Up Sugarland's Healthy Mondays today, and you're going to just absolutely love it. You're not going to miss one bit of fat, sodium, or calories that's been taken out of this scrumptious recipe. So I promise you it's going to be delicious. Come on over with me to the stove and I'll show you how we get started. After you finish draining your pasta for your lasagna, you want to come over and start browning either ground turkey or ground sirloin. You want it to be lean. And you brown it up and see it's going to leave all the fat in the bottom. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and drain that off. And then I'm going to come back and add my frozen spinach. Okay, I've added the frozen spinach in here. Now I want to add a teaspoon of granulated garlic, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of oregano. I'm going to keep stirring this up, no added oils, nothing like that, because that frozen spinach has enough liquid to get this all cooked without over browning your meat. So as soon as this spinach is thawed, we'll come back and I'll add sauce and ricotta. I'm ready to put in my ricotta. So let me go ahead and get that out of there. You know, growing up in Texas, I've always just called it ricotta. Then I watched enough Giada de Laurentiis to start calling it ricotta. So you add that in, all 16 ounces. This is going to be creamy, y'all. Creamy and cheesy. I told y'all we ain't going to miss anything. And then I'm going to take this whole jar of Lite ragu. The reason why I'm using Lite is it's low sodium. It's not any lower calories than the other tomato basil that they have, but it is much lower in sodium. So I'm using that. You can also go with a Prego, but you want something around 330 calories, 330 milligrams of sodium per serving, and that's what this has. So just read your labels and you should be good. So I'm going to keep stirring this up, and as soon as it's all combined, I'm going to remove this from the fire and set this aside, and we're going to start building that beautiful lasagna. Hey y'all, I'm ready to build this super light, easy lasagna, and I'm pouring about a cup of this sauce in the bottom of my pan, and I'm going to spread it around and up on the sides as well. And what this is going to do is help this lasagna keep from sticking. If it doesn't go up on the sides too well, that's okay, because we're pouring the rest of it over the top. So you get it coated like that. Then we're going to put right on top of that our pasta. So to start layering out your pasta, you want one single layer, and I dried out my pasta on parchment paper. And the reason why I use parchment paper is so it wouldn't stick to each other or to the paper. And so I'm going to lay down 4 strips here. Next thing I want to do, because I'm only putting in 3 layers of pasta, right? So I'm going to do half of this mixture right on top. Just give it a nice little push around. Perfect. And we're almost to about half. There we are. You can eyeball it. You can separate it if you want to. It's up to you. But you know you have a pound of meat and a pound of chopped spinach in there, and then with your ricotta and your sauce, it makes a lot. So this is going to be a fabulously hearty lasagna. Next, you want to add 1/3 of your cheese. Here we go. Another third. Just sprinkle that on top, and we'll get the rest of that in there in a sec. Now we're back to noodles. Okay, so now I have all that covered. Let's get our sauce on top. I'm going to just pour it down the middle and spread it out across. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's the rest of our sauce. And then we have the rest of our cheese. Put that over there. And just give that a nice little sprinkle on top. Beautiful. It smells fabulous. It looks fabulous. And to really make the colors pop for lasagna, I'm going to add, get all that cheese in there, some basil to the top, some dried basil. If you want to add fresh, you're more than welcome to add fresh. Just a little half teaspoon, give that a sprinkle on top as well. That'll bake into your cheese, add even more flavor. And then what I need to do is take some aluminum foil that I'm going to cover it with. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I've got this aluminum foil to cover this. I'm going to spray it down before I do with some cooking spray so my cheese doesn't stick to it. Place it on top. In the oven she's going to go for 20 minutes, and I'm going to take the lid off. 10 more minutes in the oven, and then we have fabulous lasagna. I'll see you back in a bit. Hey y'all, well it's ready. I did my 20 minutes, then my 10 minutes, took the cover off, let it sit for another 10 minutes before I'm cutting it, because I just don't want it to, you know, fall apart on me. So this is 8 servings for my family, because my family likes big portions. And this is light enough that you can serve it with a light dressing, with a low-fat dressing. Look at that. Look how perfect that is. Look at the cheese oozing out of that. Get back in there. I'm going to give this a little taste. Let's see how this is. Get me some pasta. I love it, and I know you will too. Have a healthy Monday, and keep shaping up, Sugarland.